for dismissal for returning your child to you, but it's a little loosey-goosey on the jacket. The other thing is we also have their lunchbox. This is kind of like my parent motto now. Here at Granada, the children swim with the dolphins, and I just want to remind you that it's more fun when we swim together. I'm really glad that you're all here. I'm really looking forward to. That's right. Last week we welcomed the children, and today we welcome the parents, and it's very exciting. It's been a buzz on campus that's only was muted by the buzz on the first day of school. So this is really exciting. We get to tell parents about all the great opportunities for them to interact and connect with us here at school, and it's great. It's just a wonderful time to introduce them to our parent-teacher organization. Super.
Bueno, bienvenidos todos los padres a nuestra escuela. Hemos tenido el placer de estar aquí con ustedes. Se ha explicado lo que va a ocurrir en este año escolar con los maestros, el PTO, etc. Así que bienvenidos, estamos muy contentos y emocionados de tener a vuestros niñitos en nuestra escuela un año más.
If we look, we're going to be doing art in action. We'll be doing the bookmobile on the first and third Wednesdays of each month. If the month has if the month has 5 Wednesdays, we still only do it just the first and third. That's just their schedule. And if they were in second grade, if the teacher did bookmobile in the past, it's the same routine. They go in there for 20 minutes, get a library card. I've already had a few parents say, I don't want my boy getting a library book because they never bring it home and we end up paying a lot of money for library books. So I get that.
I'm using Eureka Math, which I've done. This will be my 4th year teaching Eureka Math. It's Common Core and a lot of hands-on, a lot of talking about math, focusing on their concepts rather than just learning a way to get to the answer, but understanding that there's many ways to get to the same answer, which happened today when they were working on a problem, and most of them got the same answer, but many different ways to do it. So it helps them to understand what they're really doing rather than just learning something that they have to try to figure out, okay, what was I supposed to do? Which is the way I learned it.
Second graders and 15 third graders. So definitely more thirds than seconds. But it's going to be a great year. So far the kids have been doing an amazing job. They are working really well together. It's nice to see a little bit of both of you. So, and lots of familiar faces. I've had many of the younger siblings, so that's very nice.
General reading goals that we have for second grade. We're working on accuracy, which is reading the words correctly. So really encouraging students to self-monitor and self-correct when they say a word, that doesn't sound right. We want to encourage them to try it again, ask them questions. Does it look right? Does it sound right? Did that word make sense? I think sometimes we just want to tell them what the word is. But just making sure that you're really encouraging your child to solve those tricky words and use the strategies in class is really, really helpful.
And then we have the extracurricular things, music, library, and PE. And I've listed those for you and the days that we have them. We have PE 2 times a week because one of them includes an APE period with our APE specialist who works with some of the kids. And on Fridays we are joined with Mrs. McMahon's 5th grade class. So there's a lot of extra adults, not adult, but higher, peer support who's buddying up with the kids and showing them, just great things. And the kids really respond well to working with those 10-year-olds.
They might be working with table groups, talking over how to solve a problem of the month. The more you can work with others, the more you can communicate with others, the better you're going to understand the subject matter. Does that make sense? Is it always easy? No, it's not, right? Is it always easy for you, Genevieve? No, right? Zyle, is it always easy to collaborate with other people? No, right? I mean, my children told me the same thing. I remember my daughter would come home from high school saying, another group project, right? But if you guys know, based upon your work your work situations, that if you can work better with other people in groups, doesn't it go better at work? Right? Same thing at school, and you learn more in the process.
Field trips we have a lot because fifth grade always has a lot of field trips, and then we combine the fourth grade, so they get to go again. So, and hopefully get more out of it. So these are the skip trips we already have scheduled. On your agenda, there, it says that I just added the mission, Santa Cruz mission today. So these are our field trips. We have one coming up in just 2 weeks. So your child should have a permission slip already. Hopefully they've given it to you. It's due tomorrow. There is no fee. So we have these, and then in March we have what we call an in-house or in-school field trip, which is a woman who comes from Williamsburg, Virginia, and talks to the kids about the Revolutionary War.
Probably the writing is probably 15 minutes, although I gotta say that once they start, they don't want to stop. So if it turns into longer, I'm not gonna fight on that. Reading, of course, starting at half an hour right now. I'm really hoping that at the end of fourth grade, they can read for an hour. They have that kind of stamina. And then it'll be math. The math, because I'm piloting the 2 programs, will look a little bit different this year. So just a heads up, it won't be the same look to it every night.
You want to read to them because one, they're hearing your voice, your inflection, how to read. You're reading vocabulary words they do not understand, so then they can say, what does that mean? And you can stop and discuss it. You hopefully are reading chapter books to them so that they can go ahead and carry a story over a long period of time, and you can actually have a conversation with them. What happened in that previous chapter? What do you think is going to happen? Do you remember how in this chapter way over here, this is what happened? I think it's good, that's where you really have just the enrichment of a story, and they fall in love with it.
We also do this elastic. Let's find out. This is something that I pay for, and your funds would help pay for if you choose to donate. But the kids love this. We do this on Fridays, and it always has a different topic. So this one is school rules. This one, choose kindness. There's a friendship one. Every month there's a different theme. So of course this is back to school, so it's lots of those topics. But we bring up, there's a little video that always goes with the story, and then we read kind of what the different rules are, if they're a good idea. And then there's a little graph here. Each time it's different though, you'll see them. And they're theirs to take home and continue to play with and review.
And then our classroom, our school has technology. It's one-to-one, one-to-one, so every student either works on a tablet or a Chromebook. The programs that we use are Lexia, RazKids, and a couple of writing programs where they practice writing. We've also done where they take a picture and they talk and explain what they see. So it just depends on what level of experience they have is to what I decide to do with them. We also do a code program, which is at the beginning of December, where they're trying to figure out the steps and the algorithms to create a program. That's pretty done for them, but it's for them just at the beginning part.
Los niños usan tecnología aquí en la escuela, son las computadoras y también lo que se llama los Chromebooks. Los programas que utilizan para lectura se llama RazKids, Lexia y otros más. Para escritura, los niños hacen dibujos y luego ellos tienen que escribir una leyenda, algo referente a su dibujo. Cada niño, como habíamos dicho anteriormente, está en un nivel diferente, entonces ellos van desarrollando sus habilidades.